Hi guys, major eye candy going on. Okay, so I am here to do a video and I am going to do one of my Anne Brooke tag challenges that's way overdue, but you know, I'm not bothered, I'm not putting a time limit on it. Yeah, so I got up to week 8, I believe. Yep, week 8. So week 1 was white. Week 2 was heart. I did that one. Week 3 was scrappy. So scrappy tag. Week 4 I really struggled with. That's pretty much when I lost interest, because week 4 was this fly stitch and I just could not get to grips with it at all, and I absolutely hated it and it put me off. That was my very first sample practice piece, and then after that I managed to do a little bit there and then I chucked up. But then I got it, and when I got it I loved it. So that was week 4, fly stitch. Week 5 was kisses, so just some X's and a big X, and then I went to town and did loads of tiny little X's on this piece of Aida. So basically just cross stitch that the whole way through. They just look like little blue dots, but they are actual kisses, like X's. I enjoyed doing that one, it was very peaceful. And then as you can see, I mastered the fly stitch and I incorporated it pretty much everywhere I could. I enjoyed that one. That was a bevy of buttons. That was week 6. So just different buttons sewn on in different ways, or well, as many as you could, sort of thing. And then of course I did a fly stitch through. And then week 7 was hexes, so hexagon shapes. I did the material hexagons there, all 4 of those, and then I found 2 hexagon shaped buttons, so I used those as well. And then week 8 was French knots, bullion knots and pistol stitch, and I didn't like this one. Did not like, not just the tag, I didn't like this one bit. I wasn't very good at the bullion stitches. They kind of look like caterpillars. Fly stitch incorporated, although it wasn't supposed to be, it was a French knot. Pistol stitch, sorry, yeah, that's supposed to be pistol stitch, but I incorporated a fly stitch. French knots aren't perfect, but you know. And yeah, I'm kind of tried to do it as a little garden, and that's supposed to be the sunshine, but yeah, anyway. And then we're on week 9, which is bits, pieces and a gift. So I'm going to take that off and pop those to one side for later. Yeah, so this is the tag that I will be doing it on, and as it says, week 9 is bits and pieces. Bits, pieces and a gift. So it's basically bits and pieces of everything that you've got, scraps and that sort of thing, layering up, and then some sort of a gift. Anne did, I believe there was a little piece of paper for, I believe she did a pocket of some kind on hers and tucked a piece of paper in, something like that. But anyway, yeah, so I have a vast array of different things here. I've got my box here with all my threads in, and I'm just going to pop over here to one side and show you before I do. The double layered, because the threads are supposed to be 2 thicknesses, but I can't actually tell them. I can't tell which is thicker or thinner. Yeah, and then I've got some extra bits in here. These were all one that I got in a pack off Amazon. And then I've got some Hessian there, twine, and then that is black, it's not black at all, that's white and black elastic cord that I use for traveller's notebook bindings, and then like I said, some twine there, bit of ribbon and whatever hiding down there. Shouldn't be in there. Excuse me. Actually, that shouldn't be in there, so I'll take it out. I'm not sure how that got in there. It's come out of one of the other baskets, but we'll put that to one side. yeah, so I'll put my threads over there to one side where I can access them, but they're out of the way. And then I've got literally baskets here with bits. So that's where the ribbon should be in this one. So I've got baskets here with literally bits and pieces in. And here trims and all sorts, and a pretty bowl there with a heart on. It's quite heavy, is that, but it's nice. There's my material scissors and everything. That was when I was practicing the fly stitch and then the bullions and the French knots and the pistol stitch. And that to me just looks like a fishbone. Yeah. So, and then in here, in the bottom of here, I have a bag that contains a gift. So in this bag are some scraps, material scraps, from my fabulous friend Anne. Not Anne Brooke, who's doing the challenge. This is just one of my other friends, Anne. She's not on YouTube or anything, but yeah, so there we are. She was doing, I can't remember what she was doing actually, I can't remember what she was making. I think she was making face masks. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they were face masks at the time, and she had scraps of material left over, so she sent myself and my other friend Sue a bundle of what was left over, which is awesome. There's some really nice stuff in here. So I figured, you know, as we're doing bits and pieces, I would try and incorporate maybe one of these in there. And I think as it's coming up to Christmas, let's add this nice cute Christmassy themed one in there. And then, and I put them back in that bag to keep them dust proof and in one place, then I know where I can find them, because I'm good at losing things. Yeah, so pop them in there. Let's put that to one side. They are all bits and pieces, like everything else. So, not really going to go with that Christmassy fabric though. Put them back in there. In fact, that black should be in there as well, actually. I might keep a bit of that out, a bit of the black out, and that. They go nice together. Pop the scissors. I don't want them scissors, I want these ones. Oh, I have loads and loads of bits and pieces, so let's put that basket there. These are the scissors I want. Yep. Again, more bits and pieces in there. Maybe some of that. We'll see. I have no idea what I'm doing today, guys, but I just wanted to do a video, so here I am. And then again, loads more bits and pieces in there. And then I have a load more down here, which we may or may not have a look at. As for the gift, other than this scrappy piece of material, I also have 2 packets here with some vintage trims in them. And actually, I think, yeah, they're beautiful. I really love them. Really love these. I'm not going to say who they're from because the person that sent them wished to remain anonymous, i.e. just between myself and the person that sent it. Oh, sorry, I'm bashing you like crazy. And although I was really looking, like, drawn towards that green one that was in there, I think, yeah, I think this one. Oh, I don't know now. That one, or maybe this one. Well, that one. I like that one. I think that one. Go with that very nicely. them back in there. Maybe revisit that later. So those two are the gift side of things. So we'll maybe try and incorporate them somehow in a bit. As for this, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. So it just says bits, pieces and a gift. So I think maybe just kind of do or aim for doing like a think cluster style thing. Maybe. I really don't know. I don't want white. Anyway, let's just start, shall we? So, a little strip of this. Sorry guys, I've just realised how noisy them scissors are when I do that. So, what can I put down? Just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Just put my scrappy towel down there. That's what I use for, not a scrappy towel, but that's the towel that I use for wiping everything down after. But yeah, so, and just here off to my right, I just have a plain dish here that is getting everything, all the bits of threads and stuff thrown into it. Bits of scraps and the thread and everything thrown in out of the way. So let's just do a bit of layering, I think. Tailor's coming down, I think. Sounds like it. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Taylor's off school as well at the moment. He's fine. There's nothing at all wrong with him, but because I am the way that I am, he's had to do a PCR test, so I phoned school yesterday and told them that I weren't sending him in this week, regardless of what the results were, because I just don't feel right sending him into a school where he's surrounded by vulnerable children, also being a vulnerable child himself. Yeah, it's all good and well them saying that, oh yeah, he's fine, you know, not school, I mean, test and trace. It's all good and well them telling him that he's fine to just go back to school and carry on because he's been vaccinated, but I've been vaccinated too and I still got it, so yeah, I'm not taking that risk. I don't want that on my conscience, thank you. So he's isolating at home with me. School are more than happy about that, given the circumstances of his class, his year group. So yeah, he's just pottering around upstairs, bored. Kind of glad to be at home, but bored. Okay, I like that. His PCR results aren't back yet. We did the test yesterday, so it got posted yesterday as well. So, but mine took like nearly 3 days to come back before mine. Yeah, it took like 3 days for my results to come back. So we're not expecting anything in a hurry. Now, what do I want to do with this? Oh, I really don't want to cut it because it's just so pretty. But what about... I have to say, guys, this one's actually lost on me right now. Bits and pieces and a gift. So I don't want pink in there. Kind of need to go neutrals, don't we? about that? That's part of a cluster that I made not long ago. Take some of this orange off because it's a bit in your face. It's got a butterfly on it. Okay, bits and pieces. And then I think, I don't want to cut it out. I think I will just go there, go around the polar bear, under the mountain, over the deer, and round. And under the fox. So we've got a cute little piece there. Just straighten that up a little bit. And there we go. Like that. There were no other animals on that, were there? No. Cool. Not too fussed about the mountains, but... Okay. Move that up. Put that there. And add a bit of trim at the bottom. Yeah, I think I think that's what I'm going to do. Bit of a cop out, but I think that's the way we're going. Oh, I want something else on this side. I'm not sure what. So let's have a look in these bits and pieces then, shall we? What about this? Wrong colour scheme. Don't want more black. I'm exhausted, guys. Absolutely exhausted. I'm going to keep that out. Oh no, I'm not. I don't put tag toppers on mine because I use the ring. Oh, about that. Okay, so let's have a look at that. That on there, that on there. That, yeah, that's going there. So, I think I'm just going to use a little dab of glue just to hold these in place a little bit until I get around to sewing them. So, get that there. Okay. That on there. Put that in between. Yes, like that. That's going there. That is going there. And then that is going across the bottom. I like that. Okay, so now I can get to sewing. This is going to be fun. What thread do I use? So, going with blue theme, bluish. I think No, I don't want black, it's too much. What about this? I think I'm going to use this peachy coloured thread. So, see if I can thread my needle now. Probably not, because I don't think this is the right one. Pretty sure this is not the one that I normally use for doing this. Oh, maybe it is. I've got it thread anyway, so that's a bonus. Okay. So, although you're not going to see a lot of it, it's not going to come as no surprise, I'm extremely tempted to put a fly stitch up there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, can I remember how to do a fly stitch? Probably not. Let's see. Oh. Actually, it would have been easier to leave you where you were and pull the camera down. That's better. Okay, so fly stitch. Let me see. Where's the piece? Scrap gone. Alright, fly stitch. Let's have a look. So, fly stitch is there. I can't remember. It's that way. I can't remember how to do fly stitch. Nope. Oh dear. That's gonna bug me. How do you do fly stitch? Okay, so this is how long it's been since I've done this. So, do you start at the bottom? Why do I have a feeling you start here at the bottom and go up like that? Oh, well, you don't do it like that, that's for sure. Right, that's going to bug me because I really want to do a fly stitch, so I'm going to just pop you guys on pause and I'm going to go and quickly watch one of the videos on how to do it and then practice again, and then I shall be back to actually do it. There we go. I'll thread my needle again first. Okay, so I will be back in a moment, guys. Okay, I figured it. I weren't far off when I said you go like up and through there. You go down there and up to your tail bit, then wrap that around and come through. There we go. And then put your end bit in. See, so I weren't far off. I'm happy with that. Okay, so let's just tie that off. I can use that as another example of fly stitch that I love to do, especially when I know how to do it. Okay. Nowhere near straight, but yeah. And I don't know why, but I always seem to do mine upside down, so I'm going, the kind of arrows are coming down the way I go, but if you want it to go that way, then looking like a Christmas tree, I would have to turn it and work the opposite way round. But I'm not overly bothered. Okay, so I haven't got enough thread there now. Actually, I probably did, but I'm going to get some more. Kind of rather have too much than not enough. Oh, sorry guys. Thread the needle. And I think I am probably going to speed this up, because I don't really have a lot to talk to you guys about, because having this horrible thing, I haven't had, I can't even thread that, I haven't had a lot to do. I haven't been anywhere or done anything, so like I said, Taylor's off school, but he's perfectly fine. He's not shown any symptoms or anything yet, touch wood. We are just waiting for his results to come back though, and it is Tuesday today, Tuesday the 30th of November, and my isolation ends on Thursday, so I'm on day 8 of isolation now, and I am feeling much better. That's not to say I am better, because I felt much better the other day and then took a turn for the worst again at night time. But today I do feel really good, so I feel almost normal. So again, touch wood. Right, so I'm gonna stop talking now and I'm gonna speed this up, guys. So I will see you when I have finished. Okay, it's not perfect, but I'm not bothered. Yep, so that's that done. And we're going to pop that across there and that on there. And of course you can't see much of it now. So let's move that up a bit. Let's just tack these two together. Okay, so ooh, that is a really thick layer to try and get through. A very thick layer to try and get through. Let's go down this way instead then. Okay. And then let's come back up here and then down here. I'm trying not to saw my finger to it. Let's just go around. Nope, I'm out of frame, I'm sorry. Out of frame, yeah, not focus. There we go. Wow. That does not want to go through there. There we go. Get the pokey tool out. Use the big guns. Ow! Yeah. And then poke right through your finger. Not. I did anyway, but that's not what to do. Okay, so how many of you guys saw that coming? And then through there. Oh, it's like a love heart shape now. Oh my gosh. Very unintentional, but I love it. Right, I need to tilt you down a bit. Sorry guys, this video's all over the place today, but yeah. I'm not quite with it anyway. Right, I'm only putting one knot in that. Oh, I love that. That is just awesome how that's love heart shaped. Also, very unintentionally how that happened, but because that's love heart shaped, I'm going to flip this now. Instead of being straight like that, I'm going to flip it now, so the heart is the right way, which is cool. So now you can see some more of the fly stitch, and I'm just going to run around that with, oh, that hurt. I'm actually going to go around that with some white thread, because you're not going to see much of it anyway. I know I glued it a little bit just to keep it in place, but now I'm just going to whip around it with a quick straight stitch. Is it straight stitch? I forgot what they call it now. Running stitch, that's the one. I'm thinking straight stitch, I'm thinking of the sewing machine. Okay, so I don't really need this, but stab your finger again. Good job. Yeah, I don't need that, but I will use the first few holes just to get it going. There we go. Yeah, see, my filming of these tags hasn't changed, it still sucks. Because I want to get right up in my face while I'm filming, while I'm sewing, so filming's rubbish, because obviously I want it up in my face while you guys need me to be down here. So I keep going out of frame. This is nowhere near straight, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to see it once I've sewn the heart and everything on. Like I say, I just want to tack this down, that's all. Right, like I say, I'm going to pop that on there. Yeah, because you can hardly see that stitching now. Now, I really kind of want to put a big kiss in there. There we go. Oh, I like that. Okay, and then come up there, and then come back down there, because you can't see that it's white. Come up that one, back down that one. Nice. And then down under that. Good, I like that. And let's tie off there. Nice one. Good stuff. Oh, I really like that now. That's on, it's not coming off. You can still see the fly stitch. Need a little bit of flippy bit there to be able to see it as well. Now, for the other gift, which is this, we're just going to pop a piece across the bottom there. So, just going to cut that bit there. We'll cut it a bit longer, and then we can trim off later. So, which thread do I use for this one then? Can't really use that. I'm wondering actually to cheat. I was going to say and just glue it on, but no, that is cheating. So let's get a white thread back, because I've got quite a bit of this left. And again, I'm going to cheat and use a little bit of glue just to tack it down. There we go. Now, bit there. Oops. Made that hole a bit bigger. And that's what I'm going to do. Up and down in between, then you can't see the thread, but it holds it on. I hope you can see that. In between these bits, I'm just going top and bottom. So up through the top and then back down through the bottom. Just leaves a tiny white mark. Very rarely noticeable, but barely noticeable, but enough to keep it tacked on right the way across. And doesn't take away from the prettiness of the trim. This is vintage trim, is this, so I really don't want to take away from it. And then this last little piece, if I can get it in. So I might not be able to because it's right on the edge, but yeah, I managed. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, so pleased. Well, the back of this tag is a mess, but it did its job. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go, and I'm going to just trim that there and there. A bit straight, it's a bit straighter than that anyway. And there we have week 9 tag. Bits, pieces and a gift. Not that you can read that very well now. But there's number 9 tag. So we've got bits and pieces, literally. Yeah, so we've got some black materials, some coloured materials, some frayed Paris material. We've got part of a snippet trim there. Then we've got a piece of gift material there and some gift trim there. So there you go. Bits, pieces and 2 little gifts. And I love how that unintentionally turned out to be love art. Oh, and then under there, I'm leaving that because you can just flip that up and see the fly stitch that I love doing so much. But yeah, so there is week 9 tag, guys. And yeah, it's been a bit different to all my other tag videos because my other ones I never talk in them, I just do. This has been a bit of both. I'll use the same music, that way it's consistent with the others. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging with me today. Thanks for putting up with my coughing and spluttering and sniffle. Not too bad sniffles wise at the moment, it's just the cough now. And still lack of taste and smell, although today, touch wood, I have actually been able to smell, not 100% and not properly, but certain things I've been able to smell. Like when I was doing the washing earlier on, I came to put the conditioner in. I'd put the salt powder in, couldn't smell anything. I came to put the conditioner in and it was like, oh, I can actually smell that. Yeah, so it wasn't, I mean, I use the same conditioner all the time, so I know exactly what it should smell like. And it didn't smell how it should do, but I could smell something, which is more than I have been able to do for the last 5 days. So fingers crossed. I don't really want to jinx it because you never know, tomorrow I could wake up and it could have gone again. But yeah, and as for taste, I haven't finished my brew, but I can taste coffee a little bit. I don't know. It just tastes very, very, very weak right now. But like I said, at the moment, it is something and it's better than absolutely nothing. So I can cope with that. But yeah, so I am going to love you and leave you guys. Excuse me. And yes, so take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.